Gas insulated transmission line can transmit bulk amount of power with the least losses. And in this video, we are going to get introduced with the gas insulated transmission lines. Hello everybody, welcome back on the channel. If you're new here, my name is Gaurav J. On this channel, I post videos related to electrical engineering with the easiest explanation on the different topics. So if you're interested in learning the concept in the easiest way, make sure you subscribe to the channel because there is a lot of content that is going to help you out. And also, if you find my YouTube videos helpful, then you should definitely check out the courses that I have created on the different topics. You can simply go to courses.TheElectricalGuy.in. I'll also provide this link down in the description. So we have courses on circuit breaker control schematics, which will talk everything, all the details about the circuit breaker control schematics. Then we have substation simplified, the course dedicated for beginners, which will introduce you with the substations. Then there is one more important course, that is fundamentals of power system. Now this is very useful course for working professional. If you're somebody who is working and you don't have a lot of time to go everything and understand about power system, this course will solve all your problem. You'll get all the necessary information in this course. Definitely go and check it out. Similarly, we also have courses on electrical machines. Link is provided down in the description. Definitely go and check it out. Now, coming back to the gas insulated transmission lines. Now, we have two most commonly used ways for transmitting the electricity, as we know. First one, the most common one, is the overhead transmission. You will see this everywhere and it is most commonly used. The second one is the underground transmission using the cables. So that is, these are the two methods you will see most commonly. The third one is the gas insulated transmission lines. Now there are some scenarios wherein the use of overhead lines or the underground cables may not be possible. For example, a dense populated city wherein you need to have highest amount of safety, using overhead transmission is not the right solution. Or maybe you want to connect the nuclear power plant with the transmission network wherein you need to again have highest amount of personal safety. Then use of the overhead lines may not be the right choice. Or maybe you are having a hydroelectric power plant with a complex geographical structure. Using the cables or the overhead lines is not feasible there. In such situation, the gas insulated lines will do the job. Now, as the name suggests, this transmission line uses insulating gas like SF6 to insulate the conductors. Now, since we are using SF6 gas whose dielectric property is far better when we compare it with the air, their footprint is very compact. Their size is very compact. And that is nothing but the gas insulated transmission lines. Now let us quickly have a look at the construction of the gas insulated transmission line. So this gas insulated transmission line will be consisting of metal tubes which are completely enclosed. Inside this metal tube, there will be the conductor who is carrying the electricity. Now, of course, to support this conductor, we need to provide the support insulator, which you can see right here. They provide the support to the conductor and also helps in maintaining the sufficient clearance between the metal part and the live conductor. And this whole tube will be filled with some insulating gas like SF6. So that is the simplest construction of the gas insulated transmission line. And this concept is what we call as the single phase encapsulation. What does that mean? It means that for a single phase, there will be single tube. So for R, Y and B phases, there will be dedicated tubes used. And that is the single phase encapsulation. There is one more concept called three-phase encapsulation, which means that in a single tube, there will be three conductors placed, R, Y, and B, in a single tube. Now, this three-phase encapsulation you will most commonly see for voltage rating 145 kV and below. But above that, mostly the single phase encapsulation is used. The similar concept is also applicable in the gas insulated switchgear. So what you can see on your screen right now is the single phase encapsulation. So you can imagine this is the R phase. So for Y phase, there will be similar arrangement. For B phase, there will be similar arrangement. So that is single phase encapsulation. Clear? So that is the simple construction of the gas insulated transmission line. Now, since we are using the SF6 gas here instead of an air, And the SF6 dielectric property, as we know, is far better when we compare it with the air. The size of this transmission lines becomes very small. The footprint of this line is very small compared to other available technologies, and that is one of the biggest advantage this gas insulated transmission line offers. Now, talking about advantage, let us look at some more advantages of a GIL. The first one is the low magnetic field. Now, since the conductors are completely enclosed in the metal tubes, they definitely have low magnetic field, and as a result they'll have less interaction with the nearby magnetic fields, which is the problem with the overhead transmission lines and to some extent in the underground cables as well. And this gas insulated transmission line are suitable for the use in any environmental condition. You can put it in high altitude areas, you can put it in the areas where the pollutions are very high. Cement industries is one example for that, and they will perform better because since everything is metal enclosed, it will have no impact of the surrounding atmosphere on that. So that is also one of the big advantages that this offer. Then they also have lower electrical losses. And since we are using SF6 gas as an insulating medium, the size of these lines are very small, and which results in the smaller footprint compared to the other available technologies. They also have a longer lifetime. Their life is expected around 50+ years. Since the losses are less, the transmission capacity is also bigger when we compare it with the other available technologies. And since this is a deck tank design, that means the metal tubes are at the ground potential, they offer the highest amount of safety. You can go and touch the metal part in the live condition and nothing will happen, because of course you should not do that, but even if accidentally something happens, nothing will happen because the complete tube is at the ground potential, is at the dead potential, and hence they offer the highest amount of personal safety. And this is also the reason if you see some traffic tunnels or tunnels for metro, you will see some pipes are going on top of that. That could be the gas insulated transmission line as well. There are some projects which are executed in the same fashion as well. Why that is possible? Because they are offering the highest amount of safety here. Clear? So those are some of the advantages of the gas insulated transmission line. Now, of course, anything that offers advantages will also have some disadvantages, right? And these gas insulated transmission lines are no exceptions to that. The biggest disadvantages for this would be its initial cost. They need huge amount of money, huge money. The investment is very high. So that is the reason you will not find this transmission line used very frequently. It is only used in some specific scenarios which we talked about, like let's say there is some hydro power plant and the geographical structure is very complex where you cannot use the overhead lines. Then in such situation, for a shorter distance, this gas insulated transmission line will do the job, right? So the decision of using this gas insulated transmission line is taken very judiciously because it involves a lot of money, right? The another problem with this line is the use of SF6 gas, which is a problem because SF6 gas is again one of the most dangerous greenhouse gases. And now everybody wants to go SF6 free in the switchgear industry as well. Now, why is that? I have already talked about in the previous video. I'll provide link for that video down in the description. You can go and check it out if you want to know why we want to go SF6 free. So that video will give you better idea on that. But in this transmission line, there is another alternative available, that is the combination of SF6 and nitrogen. So in that combination, 80% nitrogen is used and 20% SF6 gas is used for the insulation purpose. Now, since we won't be doing any switching in these lines, so definitely this combination works because we just want to use it as an insulating media. Clear? So that are some of the issues, some of the disadvantages with the gas insulated transmission line. Now, if you look at some of the conceptualization of these lines, the application of these lines, this can be used with the cities which are having very dense population. So you can see one example here. So the transmission lines are coming from these two ends and it is forming a ring network. Now this ring network is provided with the help of this gas insulated transmission lines. So all these transmission lines will be running underground the city, providing the highest safety and also the reliability. That is one example. The another example is these lines could be used in the traffic tunnels, because you will see there are a lot of tunnels are getting built for metros, for the regular traffic, and in that tunnels this gas insulated transmission line can be used because they offer the highest amount of personal safety. Of course, using any other method would be a risky choice. So in such situation, this solution will definitely help. Those are some of the concepts, the applications where the gas insulated transmission lines can be used. So I hope you got introduced with what is the gas insulated transmission line, the application, advantages and its disadvantages. If you found this video helpful, then definitely do consider liking it and subscribing if you would like to learn more about the electrical industry. That's all for this video, guys. If you found this video helpful, then do comment helpful in the comment section below so that I'll understand this type of content is helping you. That's all for this video, guys. I'll see you in my next one, but till then, keep watching, keep learning.